This Destructoid E3 update is brought to you by Netflix. Hey guys, so we just got our very first hands-on experience with the PS Vita. Sony's here and they've got 5 games up to play right now. They give us about 4 minutes with each one, so we got a pretty decent look at them, starting with LittleBigPlanet. It obviously looks great on the device. They've incorporated a lot of the elements of the Vita into it, like the front and back touchscreens. There's a lot of puzzle elements within the game. There was another mode that we saw with LittleBigPlanet where you're floating around in a bubble and you have to gather these points, but you want to avoid gears because those will burst your bubble and then you'll die again. So LittleBigPlanet, first game I saw, looks incredible. Another title that we saw was Little Deviants, which is kind of interesting. They showed us 3 different modes of the game. The first one was Bots Blast, which is an augmented reality mode, so that was fun. They also had a House of Wax mode, which is a lot like Whack-A-Mole, if you're familiar with that. When people pop up on the screen, you have to touch them. If they're facing towards you, you have to touch them on the screen before they disappear, and if they're facing away from you, you have to go onto the back screen. It was fun. It was a little difficult to control the front touchscreen and back screen at the same times. I kept finding myself just holding the Vita with one hand and then just kind of switching back and forth with my other fingers. So that was a little bit difficult, but still a lot of fun. And then they also had the whole roll control, which is a mode where you're a ball sitting on a flat land and you touch the back screen of the Vita, and when you do that, the land kind of pops up in that area and it causes the ball to roll away from your finger. So you have to manipulate the land in order to get the ball to go where you're going. So Little Deviants, a lot of fun. They also showed us this game, Sound Shapes, which is kind of a music-based platformer. Basically, very simple, but a lot of fun. They've got 10 instruments on there. They've also got a level editor, so you can do your own thing. So Sound Shapes looks great on the Vita, a lot of fun, but one of the biggest games I was looking forward to was Uncharted. So after the sponsor, we're gonna come back to that. I'll tell you guys a little bit about my impressions of that and the Vita on the whole. But first, let's thank our sponsor. With more than 20 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies to your home and mobile devices. You can instantly watch a vast array of titles on your Nintendo Wii console, Sony PS3 console, or your Xbox 360. You can watch as many movies as you want, anytime you want, for one low monthly price, with no late fees and no due dates. And as a new member and a Destructoid viewer, you can get a free trial membership by going to netflix.com/Destructoid and signing up now. So the big game that people are excited about seeing on the Vita is Uncharted, obviously. I got about 4 minutes of hands-on time with it, and it looks absolutely fantastic on the screen. There's so much detail. It uses the analog sticks as well as touchscreen controls. So what they had us doing was moving Drake across a mountain. He's basically climbing, and there's bricks that are sticking out, and you want to swipe your finger across the screen, and he moves along with you. Impressions of the system on the whole, I was really impressed. The only thing that I had a little bit of trouble with was manipulating the back touchscreen, which I'm sure, the more you use it, the more you get used to it. But the screen looks absolutely fantastic. It's just the right size to be able to see all the details in the game, and it looks like they've got a lot of interesting titles here on display. So those are my initial impressions of the PS Vita. Great piece of hardware. We're gonna go check out some more games, and we'll be back with more news. For the latest and greatest in E3 coverage, be sure to check out youtube.com/Detoid, where we'll be posting several videos a day all throughout the week.